Hi there, Toby Hodges from Yachting World at the Cannes Yacht Show again. We're on the Dehler stand, and the reason being the 46 SQ is here, the first one, well actually the second one, but the premiere of it, and it's a good reason to show why good design doesn't need to be changed. It can be facelifted, it can be adapted, but otherwise you're looking here at an 8-year-old 2014 hull shape hydraulic design, which has been adapted really to help it go and give it more longevity, because it works. They've built 100 of these 46s and they have a good reputation as performance cruisers. So we'll have a quick look over this one to see the main differences they have brought. Really, it's helping to utilize the volume the most, bring more light into it, and otherwise little tweaks here and there. So for example, if you have this folding bathing platform now, you can have an electric control for it, which means it sounds like a small thing, but if you're burst stern too, you have a remote for it. Gives you that security, peace of mind for stepping on board, shutting the boat off. Otherwise, the cockpit layout is pretty much as you may remember it. They've adapted the controls for the German main sheet so that a trimmer, let's go on this side as well, so a trimmer could sit in that area and be able to control the main sheet as well as being able to from the helm here as well. Otherwise you have same sort of, obviously same shape, nothing really changed with that, other than a bit of styling here and there. You have good sized lockers here on the port side for the gas tanks. Beneath the helm standing area, the first part of it lifts up each side, and then you see the inner part there it is to get at the actual locker beneath. So there you have aft quarter lazarette lockers for your fenders, etc. In the centre is access to the steering gear and autopilot, I believe. Yeah. And the motor there for the swimming platform. Still got the integrated traveller, which obviously performance sailors will really want. And yeah, good sized cockpit really for this age of design. Works really, really well, having the 6-winch layout, and obviously the backstay on cascade system, so you can easily tweak it. Moving forward, you have good wide side decks. Inboard rails for the Genoa sheets, and outboard chain plates, so you've good access going forwards, good non-slip here on the decks, and you've got the grab handles there as well. And otherwise, what's slightly not standard on this boat is having an inner staysail, which is, I think, an option that makes a lot of sense, because now you have a bowsprit as well, which we'll have a look at that. So you can fly a furling sail like a Code Zero easily, but also have an inner sail set for maximizing performance. However, what I think most people will use it for is when you're sailing in heavier weather and you want your second or your third reef in. When you've got the inner staysail there, it brings everything closer to the mast and lower down. Sensible option to have, and as you see, it's just on a easy to use furler as well. You also note they've put flat deck furler on for the Genoa as well. One of the key differences over the old 46, having this integrated bowsprit with the anchor now underneath it there. Otherwise, yeah, fairly tried and tested stuff really. Good size chain locker in there and windlass, and further aft, if this is open, yeah, you've got a sail locker. So good size there for putting spinnaker, etc. in. And the crash-proof bulkhead, the waterproof bulkhead, and the main bulkhead all in composite, with only the aft bulkhead in timber. So this has the low spray hood on it, so you have to duck. It's only about 5 foot high, if that, to come in the companionway. But the steps nice and shallow down into the interior and curved as well. And as you can probably see, it's a pretty contemporary layout. This has a mahogany finish as standard, like this boat. Available also with teak, oak and cherry, I believe. Just turn the interior lights off so they don't flicker too much with the camera right here. Anyway, the main difference is they've improved a little bit of the volume and stowage space in the galley, cold stowage space, and just otherwise little styling extras, you know, little curved locker there, same again. Here for your drinks. Good size saloon. The main thing to note here is there is an option for a chart table. So this Italian owner chose not to have one. You can have a little switch panel aft there. The central part of the port berth here could be a proper forward-facing chart table with obviously visual connection through to the cockpit, or you can have a forward chart table. If you choose the aft one or the forward one, there is the potential to have an electric sliding seat here. Now what that means is, you know, if there's just 2 or 4 of you, you'd sit around here, you'd fold that back over and just use the table, plenty of access. If you want to keep this access, you can obviously push a button here and that seat will slide out and easily slide back in again to give you access through to this forward cabin. And they wanted to have proper 2 heads compartments, so with 2 separate showers on them. Good light in here, and while on that subject, enlarged coach roof windows in there, so you get a lot more natural light in the boat. Again, a little vanity table there, and you see in here the separate shower stall as well. Moving aft, the main option you can have is this scissor berth. So give you a proper split between those 2 berths. You can have twins and you can have a full double, obviously. Again, a little bit more natural light, and the other thing to note is the amount of access into the machinery space. Hansa Group really wanted to improve on that and make it easy to service the systems. So let's have a quick look in there now. So with that panel removed, same again on the starboard side, can be. You got access, full access to this 57 horsepower Yamaha sail drive. Starter battery above it. So there's 4 companionway steps lift as well for access to the gearbox, as in the aft end of the engine, and the sail drive there. So there's the separate shower compartment on the aft heads as well. And then to starboard, good size double, goes right under the cockpit. Again, I haven't put the lights on in here, but good amount of natural light, and there's the engine access as well. So 210 litres of fresh water tanks on this, 450 litres of fuel. And this boat starts at 460,000 euros, including 20% VAT. And the boat we're on here is 576,000 euros, including 20% VAT.